Hello and welcome to another episode of the Regulation Podcast. This is number 63. My name is Jeff Ramsey. With me, as always, Andrew Panton, Nick Schwartz, Gavin Free, and Eric Badur. Andrew, go.
I'm going. I'm literally muted to cough right when you said Andrew, go. That's perfect. We are here on episode 63, and we've been doing a lot of recording earlier in the week. We've been playing FBC Firebreak, having a lot of fun. And when we were done with that, I said to Jeff, because you're leaving today, the day that we're recording this, to go somewhere. I said, when are you leaving? Are we doing, because we have Let's Play scheduled at our normal time, and then we have a podcast scheduled later. I said, do you plan on doing the podcast at the scheduled time or the earlier time? And you said, I think the scheduled time, which is later in the day than where we are now. And then I said, okay, well then maybe I'll pitch that we do something else in the Let's Play slot since we've already recorded 3 this week. And you're like, that's a great idea. And then like a day later in the Slack, you posted, so can we record the podcast at the Let's Play slot? And I went, oh, something happened.
So it's not that something happened. It's that when you and I had that conversation and you said, would you like to record the podcast in the regular slot or whatever? So for the audience at large, we have a calendar, digital calendar. It's on a computer. We all have access to it. And for the entirety of the Regulation Podcast and most of Face, the scheduled time to record the podcast is at 3 p.m. Central Time on Thursdays. However, I think it's been a year since we've recorded at that time. Damn near. We almost always record it at 11 a.m. during the Let's Play slot because we figured out early on that we blow through a lot of energy in Let's Plays, and then we don't feel like we have 100% necessarily for the podcast, and we don't want that to happen. So we never made the change on the calendar, but ipso facto, we've been recording the podcast at 11 a.m. for essentially the entire run of Regulation. So when you asked me that question, in my head, I was thinking about the practical time that we record, not the 3 p.m. scheduled time that we haven't used.
I'm going to push back on this because I said at the 9 a.m. Let's Play time, is that one where you think we'll have to record the podcast? Or like I specifically stated times. Everything you else said was correct.
We officially switched it though. Like a month ago, we said we'll always...
I'm gonna have to misremember that and say that I don't remember it that way.
We also, to be clear, like it's not... There are times where it's like we've recorded one Let's Play and then the podcast. Like what you're saying generally is true where we prioritize podcast. But there are some exceptions within the past year where we've recorded the show. But anyway, continue.
Well, that was it. The problem is, I'm not worried about getting in trouble with you dickheads. You guys don't scare me. My wife, however, I fucked up and put my foot in my mouth with my wife the other day. When she said, what time are you recording the podcast on Thursday? And I understand that I'm conflating the thing I just said. When she said it, the first thing that popped into my mind is the scheduled calendar time, 3 p.m. And I said, I don't know, normal 3 p.m. time. And that's when she got angry at me, which is a very rare thing in my life. Emily has been mad at me maybe 6 times in the 8 years we've been together. She got genuinely annoyed with, I know, right? Patience of a fucking saint is how. She doesn't even put up with me. It's almost like she likes me most of the time. It's insane. But in this instance, she was understandably miffed because she said, excuse me? 3 p.m.? No. And then as soon as she recoiled in horror from my 3 p.m. statement, I realized, I just fucked up. We actually are going to record at 11 a.m. She's mad because I told her we could leave at 3 p.m. because she gets off work at 2:45, and she was like, I want to be on the road at 3 p.m. because we're driving up to Michigan because we're taking the Bulldog. And so we couldn't fly with him. And so I immediately go, I fucked up, and I try to fix it. But in that moment when you go, I misspoke, what I meant to say was it's already too late because now you just look like you're on your heels and you're just fumbling to get out of trouble and making shit up. And it wasn't. And so it ended with Emily telling me that she has tried to let me be a big boy for long enough, and now she's going to deal directly with Eric when it comes to my schedule.
Oh, what?
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
I mean,
I got demoted.
What's the other solution? You blew it, dude.
I blew it. I put my foot in my mouth.
At 3. It's so we can block off the whole day.
I know.
Is the reason that's there.
Why wasn't it as simple as going 3? Sorry, I mean 11.
Right? Exactly.
Because I'm not smooth like that. And when, first off, and then secondly, I'm not used to seeing Emily's eyes do that thing they did when I saw anger. And so it caught me completely off guard. And I'm like, why would something innocuous as the number 3 cause a, and then I realized, oh, we're leaving at 3. And so then at that point, like I'm 7 years old and I'm scared. You know, I'm not thinking straight. So then that's when you start to go, but no, actually, what I meant to say was, and you start to try to backtrack, and then that just looks like you're covering up for a lie.
Suddenly you're slamming your dick in a toilet.
Suddenly you're slamming your dick in a toilet, yeah, and your mom took away your Metallica albums.
Did you consider recording from the car? You could have sat in the passenger seat, hopped on the Discord and your phone, got Craig to get some audio going.
The thing is I was always planning to record the podcast at 11 a.m. Now, the reason I sent that text or that Slack is because she made me. She was like, are you sure the guys know? And I'm like, yeah, we always do it. And she's like, I don't think so. I think you need to be specific with
She was
them.
right.
And I was like, okay. So I sent the Slack and all is good.
She's very correct, because if you didn't send that Slack, then I would have pushed for us to do like a draft in the 9 a.m. slot.
But now we always do the podcast first every week.
No, that's not. It's not always true.
Okay.
We officially moved it.
So I agree with what Gavin's saying because that's been requested. However,
a month ago.
Yes, like a month ago it was requested. So that's what we've been trying to do. However, every time I bring it up, there has been pushback almost every week to try to get, well, maybe we'll do a Let's Play and then we can sandwich in this other one. It has been a near nonstop thing. And then we end up doing the podcast first anyway. I agree with Gavin.
We all agreed to change it. I don't know what.
Me too. That's what I thought. And that's the way I've been operating 100%.
The normal time of the podcast is 11 on Thursday.
Yeah. Okay.
And has been for like maybe 6 weeks.
Yeah, about a month.
I have a question.
It's not on the calendar.
It's not displayed that way. That doesn't matter.
And we haven't recorded at 3 p.m. in a fucking year, you dunce.
No, I agree with that.
Hey, Jeff, we actually need to have a scheduling conversation. So if you can get Emily in here, and if you just want to take a backseat, that'd be fine.
She's at work right now, but yeah, I'll bring her in next time.
Eric, as a producer, you, I think, have some quite dog shit calendar etiquette.
I completely understand. I completely understand what you're saying. The Thursday is the full day for our recording, and I leave it the way that it is because you guys request changes, and I'm not going to nitpick for us. The calendar for RT was so everyone else stayed off our backs. This is a full day block off for us. That is all that is.
It's useful to know what's in what order.
The only confusion I have is I'm not sure if it's more on Ville time or your time. Like I'm working on that. That's my only hurdle.
Right.
I see 3. I got to figure out more on Ville time.
Which 3 though?
I will say the audience really latched on to Goof Time. They're Goof Time, as they call it. They are loving it.
I saw somebody. Did we put it in the Slack or something where somebody suggested a clock that Andrew could change so we're all in regulation time? That is the single craziest idea I think anyone's ever had, and it's the idea that I think I love the most.
That's what I said when I wrote it down.
Can you imagine if we had, and all of the regulation listeners had a clock that's only on Andrew time, and we only scheduled stuff on that time? So it'd be like Sloppy Joe's at 4:15, and everyone knows the exact
That
time.
was the entire point of what I was suggesting.
Yeah, I mean, as a product, though, that'd be crazy.
This is not crazy if you only live in Moronville or whatever, idiot town. I don't remember what it was called.
Goof Town.
It's not a problem then. Goof Town.
It was Andrew's Goof World.
Andrew's Goof World. It's easy. A lot of people on my side about Goof Time, which is a rare occurrence.
A lot of people on Andrew's side on Goof Time, myself included, by the way. But anyway,
You're on Andrew's side.
I'm also going to be on Eric's side for whatever he said a second ago about scheduling, because I can't be on the wrong side of Eric and Emily at the same time.
That's a lot.
You guys are all on the wrong side of me except Andrew. Andrew's the only one. Me and Andrew are on the same side.
No,
absolutely. Goof Time, baby.
Now, everyone, shut up. I'm against everyone this July. I'm against all of you. The only time that I'm with you again is when we have the Gurplers on sale August 1st.
Holy shit.
I'm very excited about the Gurplers.
Wow.
Yeah.
These are my favorite Gurplers that we've ever made.
Stealth dropped a Gurpler announcement at the beginning of the episode. We never do that.
Yeah. Do you know why I did that? Because this comes
we
out
would
the
forget.
goddamn 23rd of July.
Oh, shit.
And we told everyone that the Gurplers were going to come out in early July. So that's why I'm letting everyone know now.
I really appreciate
Friday,
that.
August 1st, let's say probably 1 p.m. I think it's 1 p.m. Central Time.
It is now.
I don't know what time that is in Goof World time, but that's what time we're going to be releasing the new Gurplers, the Cosmic Gurp. Very excited about it. We're going to have a live stream on twitch.tv/the Regulation Pod, probably starting at around 12:30. Who knows what we're doing? We're very excited to have a big release that day for the Gurplers for you. Gavin, how did you like filming that video?
I liked it. I only wasted 2 apples filming it.
You didn't eat the apples?
Well, it landed on the floor and rolled through a bunch of powder paint. I didn't really want to eat it after that.
That's a good call.
I
What
would've
color
went
did
for
you
it.
powder paint the apple?
I just kind of brown. It's just like all the powder paint. What
yeah.
color does all paint make? Black?
Brown, I think.
Yeah.
I'm the wrong guy to ask.
Speaking of colors making colors, did you guys see somebody did the mashed potato test on the subreddit and they combined blue and yellow mashed potatoes and it made green mashed potatoes?
I didn't.
Yeah. Totally worked.
Interesting.
Beautifully. I still
Damn.
think we should do our own
Yeah.
experiments, because I really want to see Bernie paint a masterpiece with potatoes.
Absolutely.
I just like the idea of him requesting a color and then we're just in the lab next to him trying to come up with it.
How, going back on the Gurple apple video that you filmed, Gavin, how long did it take to shoot that? Was it longer or shorter than the first one you did?
Sure. Probably 3 hours.
Wow. So you're like honing in your Gurple throwing skills. You're becoming elite at a thing that is useless.
Are you just talking about the apple throwing section or the entire thing?
I guess the entire thing.
Yeah, it's about 3 hours.
Wow. What was the last one?
Probably 4.
4 hours? Okay. Are you as happy with the result of this one as the first one? Because the first one, the way it impacted was not what you were necessarily going for, but it looked awesome. How do you feel about how this one turned out?
I was okay with it.
You're okay with it?
Yeah, I mean, it's never all going to go perfect, but I did a little bit of flair at the end that worked well, so I thought that's the take I'm using.
Did you try, is it a side throw like last time, or is it a vertical drop into the Gurp?
It's a side throw.
Okay.
Do you want to
That's
just
good.
watch it?
I'd love
Make
to
it for
see
you and
it.
show you.
Is
Do you
it
have
done?
Is it ready?
No, it's not edited, but I feel like you're asking me so many questions, I might as well just show it to you.
I'd love to see it.
Okay, yeah.
I love the last one.
Yeah. That could maybe be the way we announce it to the audience.
Let's see it.
Well, I think you just did.
Announce what?
Like if it came out before this podcast.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
Like if we
I
just
see.
stick it on YouTube
Yeah.
this week or something.
I see.
Yeah, do it.
I want to see this apple drop or throw. I wasn't sure if you'd go for a drop because of the whole bobbing for apples. And with how thick the Gurpler is, I feel like an apple would fit.
You think you could bob for apples? in a
No,
Gurple?
not bob. You couldn't bob, but I think an
Oh.
apple would fit in it if dropped in. It'd be a tough bob.
I've got like I can't bob.
No, I
My
can't
nose-
either. Terrible
My
bobber.
nose is a real problem for the bobbage.
That's interesting because I feel the same about mine, but mine's unbreakable, and I feel like yours is just an accident waiting to happen. There's not a, like, when I look at your nose, I just think like that. I would be worried if that was my nose.
Gavin, your nose is an accident waiting to happen.
If you walk into a door, it's done.
His nose or the door?
Probably both. I don't think it goes well for either of them.
Oh, my nose does bleed like an absolute pig when it gets hurt.
Oh, man. That doesn't shock me. You would be a terrible boxer, I think. It would just instantly shatter. Oh, it'd be a mess. Be disgusting. Not be good.
I wonder if somebody could hurt their fist on your nose.
Oh yeah, it would hurt to punch me in the face, I think.
Hold on to that. That's good.
I have a question for Andrew.
Okay.
Okay, I'm going to type something in the Discord. You ready?
boy.
Okay.
Andrew, what's this?
Interesting. Huh.
For those who are not watching, I'll explain what I've typed in just a sec. Andrew, what's
Yeah.
that?
Huh. It looks like the language from Arrival.
No, what is the character on the keyboard called?
I love this show so much.
On which keyboard?
What do you mean, which keyboard?
My Apple one or the Windows one?
Both the same.
Huh. Can I get a clue?
I'm trying to stay quiet. I'm losing it.
It comes in full and semi versions.
Because the reason I ask is I've got a clip. I'm gonna play it for you right now.
Okay. Hit me with this clip.
Ow.
I don't think that's the clip.
I've just realized that my headphones are paired to my phone, and I turned the volume up really loud.
I gotta-
and it played in my own ears.
Gotta say, it's a lot of incompetency coming from a guy who's trying to come at somebody else.
I'm wearing new headphones.
Still waiting for your Gurple throw clip. Don't know how to post or share your audio clip.
Gavin got himself while trying to get Andrew.
He just keeps
right.
stepping on rakes.
Here we go.
Any second.
Any second, buddy.
Hit us with the clip.
Make a fool out of me.
It just won't play now.
Really stick it to Andrew,
Don't
Gav.
edit
Let him
a
have it
single
hard.
moment of this, Nick.
Nick, if you could edit in another 45 seconds of dead air, that'd be awesome.
No problem.
The podcast would be over if you did that.
This is
Here we
this
go.
is brutal.
Here we go.
Here we go.
Third time's the charm.
Are we getting the Gurple video finally? www.https:/.
Oh.
I heard a double dot. That didn't
Oh
really
my
come in
God.
clear.
I didn't
didn't
is
hear
that
really hear
real?
any of that.
What is that from? What episode is that from?
That's this most recent
That's
episode.
from the
I
one that
think.
just came out.
Yeah.
No way.
Yeah.
Is that what? No. I didn't even catch that.
Double dot. It's a double
Audience
dot.
picked up on it immediately.
Double dot.
Double dot. It's 2 dots.
Well, why didn't you call it double dot when I just posted it in the Discord?
I guess if you asked me to describe it, I'd say it was a double dot, but I don't think that that's what it's called.
So you call that double dot?
Yeah, just go with the double dot. Got a double dot right there. Double dotting. There's Dippin' Dots and there's double dots, and that's a double dot. Dippin' Dot is a space food.
The real FUPA situation here, Gavin.
Huh.
Would you like to give me some expanded knowledge on the double dot? Would you like to broaden my horizons?
You want to know what it's called?
Please.
It's a colon.
Oh, that's a body thing.
What?
That's a body thing, a colon. That's inside the body.
Okay, well then I've got a second question for you then.
No,
That's coming to my head.
I'm being goofy on the inside of the body. I know it's colon. Yeah.
You knew
Colon
that?
is a different thing. No, I didn't. I often forget the name of that one. And most ones, to be honest. I got the comma locked in. Let me look at my keyboard. We can run through what I know.
Well, what's this?
Oh, that's the semi, I'm guessing, based on what Geoff said.
A semi what?
Colon.
Okay.
There you go.
So
Nailed
what
it.
would you call it if Geoff hadn't just said what he had said?
I'm just not fucking with that. I'm just acting like that's not existing. Just getting rid of it. Don't need it.
I feel like it's rarer to me in use than the colon.
I have a thing, unless you want me to go through this keyboard.
No.
Okay.
It's fine.
Okay. Because there are times where I don't know if things I'm learning, everybody knows, much like the shift capitalized thing. That was so, like, to me, that was like, oh, that's like a keyboard trick thing, but is such an unbelievably, I guess, common thing to know that people think that I am lying about that. I am going to start tracking when I learn things about things, and I'll post a little list of things I've learned. Some of it might be a guess for this. And you guys can tell me if you want to expand on what any of these things are. Things I learned: pinball machine difficulties, why seasons, Rascal Flatts is a lie.
I I don't know what the bottom one means.
Rascal Flatts is a lie. His fucking name isn't Rascal Flatts. His goddamn name's like Gary something. He's got a lame ass name.
I don't even know what that is.
He's a musician.
No, Rascal Flatts is a band.
Yeah, I thought it was the name of the guy that was singing in Rascal Flatts. I thought his name was Rascal Flatts, and it was just named after him, the band.
What are you talking about? Rascal Flatts is like always 3 guys.
I understand, but
Yeah,
I
no
thought
kidding,
they
right?
just named the band after him. This podcast at one point was going to be called Andrew, but there's 5 people on it. You're allowed to have more people than what a name is. There's not a restriction.
Rascal Flatts, there's just always 3 of them, and unfortunately, they always look like this.
Man, those dudes have had a lot of work done on their faces.
Life is a highway.
I was scrolling on TikTok and I got a thing of this guy, Rascal Flatts, aka Gary, singing a song with Akon.
It's not his name.
But I thought it was his name. I was like, oh, that's the Rascal Flatts guy. And then I saw it was on a page named Gary something. And I was like, what the fuck is that? Who's Gary? And I clicked and it was clearly his channel. Blew my mind. I thought he was Rascal Flatts. Also, that Akon song is terrible.
But that's not a human name.
What do you mean it's not? We got people named like Apple Shish Kebab. You can name whatever you want.
That's a phenomenal band.
There are no rules on names. Jeff's fucking middle name is Laser. You can just do what you want.
Got me there, yeah.
Yeah, but typically, if I hear a...
Also, celebrity names. They don't have to be real. They don't have to be legally binding. I just have always known him as Rascal Flatts.
Did you know that Dizzy Rascal, that's also not his real name?
Yeah, I get. Like, I've never thought about that. If you would have told me it was his real name, I would have been fine with that.
So it's Rascal Flatts and not Rascal and the Flats. Interesting.
That is true.
Rascal's Flats.
His name is Gary LaVox, and that's also
Yeah.
not his real name.
That's not his real name?
You thought his real name might be Gary LaVox?
Why wouldn't it be?
It's multiple layers deep.
Yeah.
What's his real name?
Gary Wayne Vernon Jr.
Oh,
That
that's a
fucking
serial
stinks.
killer name. That's a
It's
bad
like,
name.
I just want to like, do you think like Bono's name is Bono?
Well, do you think his name is U2?
Wait.
Hey, what's you two
Okay,
doing out here? That
let's
guy.
take a step back on this, though.
Okay.
Is Cher's name Cher?
Yeah.
So why can't Bono's name be Bono?
I'm not saying it can't. I'm asking if you think it is.
Oh, yeah, I guess I would have always assumed. I've never really considered he'd have another name. But if someone was like, hey, Bono's name is actually Steve, I wouldn't have been as shocked.
So wait, was that dude not born the Edge?
It's actually his middle name.
Yeah,
less common.
I think that's so cool. I love that it's 2 guys, Bono and The Edge, and then Adam Clayton and Larry Mullen Jr. That's like half that band just went, we're just here to play the music. Don't worry about us.
So why seasons, Andrew?
So that's the thing. We're going to have to work through this as a
Oh,
group.
boy.
As a crew. Because I saw as a comment on a Patreon thing, does Andrew know why seasons happen? Which is something I just have never thought about.
So you just learned like this week how the seasons work?
Well, no, I haven't done any Googling. I figured I could talk through
okay. So
what I've
wait,
been
hang on.
thinking about.
Okay. So you made a list called things Andrew learned, and on it you've put something you haven't learned yet.
That's true because it felt silly
Mission
to make a
accomplished.
second list of things that Andrew needs to learn about. It just felt like too much, but it also felt like the best content would be me talking through this with all of you.
Incredible.
Okay.
That was
I
the
don't-
evaluation.
I just feel like you've already learned the Rascal Flatts thing. And
That's
it's on
what
the
I'm
same
saying.
list as
That's
Y
what I'm
seasons.
saying.
August
See,
1st,
this is a
new
good.
Gurpler.
This is why I like bringing this up because I learned about. I thought I knew Rascal Flatts and the Gary thing, but it went a layer deeper. I've been thinking a lot about seasons and why seasons occur, and this
Okay.
is what I'm thinking. And there's part of it that I'm still trying to work out, but I'm guessing because some places don't have seasons. Some places it's always just hot or it's always cold, and I'm assuming. So we have a day and we have a night cycle. And if I learned anything from the movie The Core, the Earth needs to be rotating. If it stops rotating, that's a bad thing.
It's like an egg that never gets flipped.
Exactly. But also there's a rotation of the planets. They're moving around. Everything is held in place by gravity or something. And so I'm assuming that the day-night cycle is a full rotation of the Earth. That is my guess.
Okay. Keep it going.
And that a year is like a rotation, like a full rotation of the orbit that they make.
Keep it going.
So my guess is that the reason why some places have seasons and some don't are probably related to the coverage in which the sun is in the rotation of the Earth and or the geography shaping those areas.
Can you give me just a quick rundown of what places you like? What to you? What are the places that have seasons? Like that, like when you think of it, like this place has seasons, and give me a list of places that don't have seasons.
LA doesn't have seasons.
Okay.
Texas, to me, I don't feel like it has seasons. Florida doesn't have seasons.
Okay.
New York has seasons. I have seasons. I don't think Vegas has seasons. Vegas always seems hot. Arizona definitely doesn't have seasons. All the desert climates, seasonless.
Okay. So when you had to do the Raymond Somare thing because we lost power for like 2 weeks, what season were we in? I'm just curious.
That's a storm. I feel like.
You know what? Hey, when you're right, you're right.
What kind of storm?
It was a snowstorm, which made it, I think, especially weird.
In the middle of summer, which is crazy.
No, in winter, but you know what I mean. Not seasons by the definition of which seasons occur, but like the actual climate difference in which one experiences in a season.
Just to jump in really quickly, I will say one of the main refrains I hear from people when they're expressing discomfort or discontent living in Austin is that they miss seasons.
Yes, I feel like that is a vernacular thing. While although technically incorrect, people describe certain areas of the U.S. or wherever as being void of season.
Yeah.
Although seasons are occurring.
Yes.
How am I doing?
Well,
Yeah, how's he doing, guys?
but on a planetary level, what causes seasons in places that, in your opinion, have seasons?
See, that has been sort of an interesting thing to me. Of I view where I live as definitely having seasons. It becomes hot, it becomes cold, there's snow. It's not an irregularity to kind of have the full spectrum, but LA does not, and it is very close. So my guess is that it is either something to do with the like positioning within the planet of like, well, here's the thing, because I was thinking it might be a sea level thing, could be an altitude thing, but Colorado is a seasonal place, I believe. And that is like whenever you hear about Colorado, it's about how high above sea level it is.
How does homeschooling work? Like, what's...
Here's the thing about this. I was thinking about that. These are things I remember learning, but I just don't ever think about now. So it's gone.
Sure.
Like, I specifically remember these lessons, and I know I've gone through this process. I just so rarely tap into this information.
But it's like a fundamental of everyone's life.
It is, but not in how I need to experience life. Because I can't change the seasons. It is a thing that is controlled by science and is beyond my personal control, so I don't have to think about it.
Yeah, I probably remember about 8% of what I learned in school at 50.
Okay, but do you remember seasons?
I do. I do remember seasons.
Interesting.
You know what? This has not been the helpful lesson I thought. I thought I'd get some guidance. I feel like I've been very vulnerable here.
I appreciate
Expressing.
your vulnerability.
Yeah, I agree.
Do you remember anything about the way the Earth is positioned at
No.
various times of the year?
Well, that's sort of what I meant by like, I know things orbit and move around.
What things orbit?
The planets, like the sun and whatnot. And the moon controls the tides. And that's
Yeah.
like a proximity thing, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, gravity of the moon, yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. Did I answer your question?
I'll be honest, I don't remember. What did I ask you?
I think Gavin might be
I'm slightly
reeling so
befuddled.
hard. Yeah, he can't like put it together right now.
See, I thought as Gavin being the science guy, he would love this.
Gavin,
No,
do
I
you
do.
love this as the science guy?
I'm just trying to delve in without just saying all the information. Because I
Right.
feel like you do know it.
I don't think I do. That was the whole point of me asking this. I don't think. Here's the thing. I think you're trying to have me unlock a cabinet in my brain, and I'm telling you that key's gone. So even like I agree, I probably have had this knowledge. We're not finding the key.
Okay.
You can turn all the lights on. The key is not opening, or the door is not opening. There is no key. That's Eric just posted a photo of a file cabinet with a head. That's me.
Gavin, why don't you pick the lock for him real fast?
Okay, so in Discord, I'm typing something.
Uh-huh.
Okay, imagine the O is the sun.
Okay.
It looks like IO Interactive almost. Okay.
Yeah. And
Your brain. I don't know, man.
and the Earth is the tilted, the slash.
Okay.
Right? So the top of the slash is North Pole. Bottom of the
Yeah,
slash
South
is
Pole.
South
Yeah,
Pole.
North and South. Yeah, let's think about that.
So it's rotating, but it's tilted at like 23 degrees or something.
Okay.
So as you can see, when the Earth on the left, say that's July.
Okay.
The North Pole is tilted towards the sun. But let's say in December, when the Earth is on the other side of the sun, see that on the right of the Earth?
Yeah.
The North Pole's tilted away from the sun.
Okay.
So there's less light
Got it.
hitting the...
Seasons are determined by how much direct sunlight touches an area.
There we go. So that makes sense. That totally makes sense. That's sort of what I was assuming.
If it was this, and the Earth rotated but perfectly upright, there
Now
would be
that
no
looks
seasons.
like IO Interactive.
That's kind of like a TIE fighter to me.
I can see TIE Fighter too. I just have been playing a lot of Hitman, so I got IO on the brain. Well, that makes sense. I'm glad we could clear that up. I'm sure all the people listening have been speculating, wondering the same thing.
This is Darth Vader's TIE fighter. It's the coolest.
There's going to be a lot of screenshots for this week's episode that are just from the Discord.
Just ASCII.
Yeah, so the when it's like directly in between those, that's when it's the equinoxes.
So you know that everywhere has seasons, right?
Yes, absolutely. I didn't mean literal definition of what the word means. I meant more in the social dynamics of the phrase.
Right. So when we asked you what do seasons mean, what you started saying was not what seasons mean, but colloquially what seasons mean.
Yes.
Got it. Just wanted to be clear. Just want to get
No,
that
absolutely.
brain
Yeah.
filing cabinet all the way open.
Andrew's a pretty colloquial kind of guy. I think we know that.
Yeah, absolutely.
Definitely. That's the way it happens in Andrew's Goof World or whatever. So yeah, it's fine. As the mayor of his goof town.
Andrew, what are your pinball machine difficulties?
I didn't know you could raise it up and down. I assume that like the angle in which pinball machines are is like locked in and non-adjustable. But I learned that you can like make the machine be more at a tilt so it's harder, or flatter so it's easier. So the ball rolls slower.
Oh, I also didn't know that.
Didn't know that.
There we go.
Gavin, you're the science guy and the pinball expert. Thoughts on that?
Yeah, I wouldn't say it's always directly related to difficulty though. Like some shots are going to be easier when it's a faster ball.
Sure.
Just depends on the game.
But it's always going to be easier if the ball moves slower.
Yeah, and you can control the difficulty in other areas too. Like you can be like, oh, it takes 3 hits of this thing to qualify this mode instead of
Oh,
2.
wow. Okay. That's cool. I didn't know
There's a
that.
lot of difficulty settings in the software too.
Is that more recent?
Not that recent.
Okay.
I don't fault you for any kind of lack of pinball knowledge, honestly, because I'm still learning about pinball. I didn't know that you're supposed to like fucking beat the shit out of the machine while you're using it, but like not to the point where it gets mad at you. And
Yes.
those machines got mad at you really fast.
Yep.
There was a time before flippers where beating the shit out of the machine was the only way you controlled the ball.
Had
Insane.
no idea. Did not know that there were pinball machines without flippers until we went to that museum. And then I went, oh boy, I think stick and wheel might have been the pinnacle of fun at some point, and that's a real bummer.
How do you think Tyson got so powerful? Big pinball guy. Big early pinball guy.
Pinball guy.
He's
Crazy.
throwing hooks.
So I called Gavin last week on the phone, which means one of two things. Either I got terrible news that I had to tell him, or I did something so humiliating and embarrassing, I immediately had to tell somebody, and he is always that person.
Okay.
In this instance, it was the latter. Do you remember when we recorded the podcast last week? We did 2 episodes.
I sure do. And I just, before we go deeper into this, I feel like this is an important lore moment. I'm assuming the last time we heard about you and Gavin talking on the phone, it went horribly to the point where you both felt like maybe the friendship was over. At least that's the last conversation we had in the context of this show.
Oh, is that
It was
when
just
we were like
awkward.
calling each other while we were on the phone, and then the
Yeah,
calls
that's
were
true.
all
Well, no,
back?
it was just like you two were, it was just like, I guess, awkward, and like the timing was off, and it just felt strange, and you're both like,
Yeah.
what was that about? So has there been, how many phone calls have we corrected that? Have there been multiple calls since that call, and we just haven't heard about
I
it?
think so. I think
No,
there's
it's
been
fine.
there's probably been 2, maybe,
Okay.
check-in calls or something.
I just
But
wanted to see if there was a call between these two, because that was a big moment. So I'm glad you guys are back on as phone friends.
What
Continue,
really doesn't
sir.
help though is that my phone just doesn't work where I live.
Yeah,
I got
that's
no
always awkward.
signal.
Yeah, Gavin and I don't have a phone kind of friendship, for sure. But it's only going to be important information like somebody's dying or I just did something to myself. In this instance, I did something to myself that I can honestly say I never considered being a possibility of a thing a guy could do to himself. And I can't believe I made it 50 literal years before I did it to myself. But when we recorded the podcast last week, the back-to-backs, I had to piss like crazy at the end of it.
Oh,
And I also wanted to let the dog out. I have a bathroom right next to my office, right? But I got done recording and I was thinking about letting the dog out. As I was running down the stairs, I realized I got to piss first. So I ran to the downstairs bathroom. And you know, you do that thing when you like, when you've really got to go, your dick starts peeing like the second it touches air. Like I was wearing swim trunks,
Sure.
right? So I pulled my trunks down and my dick starts an arc of pee. The second it touches free air, it knows that it's going in generally the right direction. And it's my job to kind of hone it in and get it into the bowl, right?
It's like when somebody drowns in a movie and they get the air, it's like,
Yeah,
but
exactly.
the pee equivalent.
Exactly. And it's there's nothing you can do about it. Once your penis has decided it's time to go, it is time to go. You can't, toothpaste is out of the tube, out of the dick tube, as it were. And so I immediately start an arc of pissing. Like I can feel it coming out. And I'm like, this is going to cut it close because my dick isn't totally free yet. And I'm like, this is like split second decisions you're making. But it feels like it's taking an eternity. So I'm like looking at my dick and my shorts and I'm pulling the shorts down and I can see the pee start to come out. And then something happened that has never happened to me. Like I said, I didn't know it was possible for it to happen. My shirt somehow fell in front and wrapped around my dick. And so I pissed all over myself. My shirt acted as like a piss filter. And I pissed
your
into
shirt?
my t-shirt and my shorts and all back onto me. And I completely and totally pissed into me. Never in my life. Never in a million years did I consider that my shirt would trap my penis on the way down, and then it would be too late to do anything about it, and I would just piss through my shirt. But the second I dried my hands off, before I washed my hands immediately, and then I called Gavin, and then I cleaned up and took a shower. But yeah, never. That's a new one. I gotta say, I'm happy in the sense that here I can be 50 years old and life's still full of a few mysteries,
We're breaking the mold on this show because in recent years I've shit my foot and you pissed your shirt.
The worst game of operation.
Has that by any chance happened to any of you guys before?
No,
very close.
never. What?
And, I think I told this about 13 years ago on a podcast, but I had surgery on my nuts, as you all know. I had a testicular torsion, so they untwisted it, shoved it back in. And then I woke up desperate for a piss because I've been chugging water because the tube down my throat like hurt my throat a little bit. I just had like dry throat, so I was just chugging water. And then I woke up the next morning, still kind of out of it, still like slightly in pain, and I just needed to piss. I had a gown on, so I shuffled to the bog. And like Geoff said, that as you see the toilet, as the toilet is getting bigger in your field of view, you need to piss more and more. It's like it just ramps up exponentially. Started pissing, and I would say as the piss was sort of around my ball area, so very close to the tip, I realized, oh, I've just had surgery on my nuts. Haven't even looked down there yet. And I looked down, and my bollocks are in this like mesh net, and my cock is taped to my stomach.
Oh my God.
Oh.
And it looked like this. You know, it looked like zero gravity droplets. I pissed like directly up centimeters from my own face. And it was all just like arcing. I leant back and it was just like, I could see the apex right in front of my eyes. I was like,
It's like you woke up and didn't know you turned inverted controls on.
yeah. So I'm suddenly like dodging my piss and ripping tape and shit off my nuts and cock.
Man.
And I angled it down and then had to spend about 5 minutes mopping up the area and the walls.
Yeah. Dick went full Bellagio. That's really impressive. No, I don't think I've ever had a shirt issue. I definitely haven't peed vertically.
Can happen.
It sounds like it. These are dangerous.
Something to look out for. I don't think the chances are very good, but they're not zero.
How long was the pee? Was it a long pee because you really had to pee?
Yeah. No, it was
so funny.
every piss I have is a long piss now.
Funny. You just being stuck in your shirt and just going like, oh man.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Yeah, I just kind of shuffled over on top of the toilet and just kind of tried. Yeah. It was, I had to mop and it was a whole thing. Take a shower. I had to take a shower because I pissed myself at 3 p.m.
You don't have to call me first. You can do all the cleanup and then call me.
No, I want to strike while the iron's hot.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I just like it's like the time I shit the sofa and then I ran to tell you about it before I cleaned it up. I got to tell you, it's something about our friendship that requires me to tell you immediately faster than any other person on earth.
I really appreciate it.
Yeah.
That's an unbreakable bond.
It is.
Can I ask what'd you do with the shirt?
I washed it. I did laundry.
But I mean, did you like throw it in the hamper or was it like right into the washer?
No, I just went ahead and put it right into the laundry and just did a full load of it was a white t-shirt, so I just did a full load. Well, it was a white and yellow t-shirt.
It's a white and yellow t-shirt.
So I just did a full load of laundry, yeah. I know Eric's not on my side right now and he doesn't like me because of July or whatever, but I
don't like any of you. Just to be clear, I don't like any of you except Andrew because of July.
I did something that I enjoyed with Eric yesterday that I figured we should talk about on this podcast.
Absolutely. I was about to ask.
Eric, what did we do yesterday?
We went to a bar in, I don't even know what neighborhood you'd call that. It was on 12th and Chacon. It's a bar called Nunya Neighborhood Bar.
Like Nunya fucking business.
Exactly.
Nunya. Nunya.
It's a very cool bar that the owner actually made a post in the subreddit. The day we're recording is the day after he made the post. He's like, hey, this is a bar that I opened that was inspired by regulation. I sent it to Geoff and I'm like, dude, we got to go. What are you doing today? So me and Geoff met up, went down and checked out Nunya, which is a very cool bar that has a themed like menu that is themed around the Billy Ripken face card.
Oh, sweet.
They also have a $2 hot dog on Wednesday, which is when we went. And it's probably, Geoff, correct me if I'm wrong, the best hot dog that we've eaten all year?
No shit. This is
Wow.
the best hot dog I have eaten all year. And I'm not saying this because a guy themed a bar around our podcast. It is legitimately good. It had queso and pico de gallo on it. And that alone fucking
look delicious.
elevated this hot dog. Also, the tater tots are pretty goddamn good as well.
The chips and queso were great. He has Coors Banquet on draft. It's everything I could hope for in a neighborhood bar. So me and Geoff had the idea, we got to go check it out. We got to get a dog. Let's stop in. Maybe he's there. Oh, he was there. Definitely. And immediately was like, oh shit. Oh, hey, what's going on? Talked to him for a little while about him opening this bar and all this stuff. It's a great area, a great spot. And me and Geoff were like, hey, let's bring him some stuff. We brought him 2 Gurplers. We brought him a face baseball, and we brought him a slop o'clock, right, Geoff?
Well, I grabbed what I thought was a slop o'clock. Turns out it was a cookbook. So we brought him a cookbook.
What?
They're in similar packaging.
Dude, here you go, a slop o'clock. He's like, I'm going to hang this in the bar. And then he opened the box, and he went,
what the hell is
this? And we went, so that's the cookbook.
The cookbook and the slop o'clock are both in similar white boxes.
I see.
Yeah.
Well,
So,
did he commit and nail the cookbook to the wall?
No, you know what? I didn't see him do that. But he said he's going to turn. I talked to him a little bit yesterday. He said he's going to turn the Gurpler into a tip jar. So if you go to Nunya and you tip, you can tip into a Gurpler. He also told me, he sent me a picture. He's like, hey, thanks for stopping by. Appreciate you guys because I posted about it. And he's like, hey, just FYI, you guys missed a crazy rush. He sent me a picture. There are like 40 people inside that bar.
Oh my God.
It's a small bar. It was packed. He's like, yeah, you just missed it. Also, I don't know if you saw the outside. Geoff, we didn't go. I didn't know there was a backyard. It's huge.
Yeah.
There's
big
a
backyard.
giant TV. And he's like, oh, yeah, we're going to
awesome.
do stuff for game days here. Also, we're going to do Love Island watch parties.
Oh, fuck. I'll come for the Love Island watch parties. I posted the menu in the Slack so you guys could see it. The menu for the restaurant is designed after the Billy Ripken face card. He
That's
has
so cool.
the main drink at the bar is the regulation old fashioned. And he has a graded Jim Mint 10 Billy Ripken face card behind the bar that he'll let you look at if you ask.
Yeah, he also has there's a drink on this that he said was also inspired by this podcast and learning when the high five was created. So he has a drink called the high five.
Wow.
Phenomenal.
That's awesome.
That's
I can't wait to go.
It's amazing.
It's so
Eric-
good.
Eric and I were talking about what a fucking relief it was. We left. We're driving away, and I'm like, how good was that hot dog? And he's like, I know. And I was like, thank fucking God. Can you imagine if we went there and the guy was super nice and just lovely, and then the food was shitty or the place sucked, and then we had to be like, no, we love it, and then we had to like lukewarm recommend it to people or feel weird about recommending it to people. You know what I mean? But none of that was the case because it was genuinely the best hot dog I've had in months, and the place is actually very well appointed. It's got like wooden walls on the inside. It feels very sports bar-esque. It's very, Eric and I were talking about it. We had been wanting to find a place, like a hangout place that's like our place to go just like real quick for a bite or for, a couple of sodas or whatever, happy hour. And so we had identified this place down the road called Fraser's Long and Low. That's kind of like a tattoo-y bar that has hot dogs and chili dogs and all the stuff we like to eat. So we went there to test it out and both decided that the vibes were dog shit and the service was terrible. And we were really bummed because it had a lot of potential. This place feels like the best version of that place. I think that like, even if it had nothing to do with regulation, I would be recommending everybody go to it.
Yeah, it was just so cool. It was such a great spot. Can't recommend it enough. If you're in Austin, make a trip out there, go there, and then go to King B, because I think King B is like the only other bar in that area at this point. But Nunya is like, dude, what a cool spot. I shared that hot dog. I just posted it on my Instagram yesterday. I got so many people messaging me yesterday going, dude, I love that place. And it's like, oh, wow, this is like, this bar might make it, which is awesome. That's all I'm hoping for is they do really, really well. Because it's what a cool spot. I really, really enjoyed it.
That's awesome. It looked delicious. The hot dog looked phenomenal. I'm so happy that it turned out as well as it did and wish them nothing but the best. I can't imagine how difficult it is running a bar.
I know how difficult it is to run a podcast business. I imagine it's gotta be harder than that,
Absolutely. Oof. Speaking of like positive fan things, and I'm gonna group this into a broader subject of as the mayor of What is it? What was the name of my town again?
Goof Town.
Goof World.
Town. Thank you. Goof World. Mayor of Goof World. All about accountability. I was wrong. About a few things, and want to call them out. I was incorrect. The first thing I was wrong about was the bit barrel. Because when it was brought up, I tried to make an argument that I didn't see the value in it because I don't remember the things I don't know that I'm missing. And within like a day, we had 3 different conversations where it was things that I forgot about. And I didn't articulate to you guys, but I immediately internally was like, oh, this more than validates the bit barrel. Tongue sleeves? What the fuck is that? That was the thing we talked about. Get it in the bit barrel. I'm all in on the bit barrel. Very excited about it. We have it now.
Yeah, speaking of the bit barrel, there it is in chat.
I put Geoff in the bit barrel.
For those that can't see the image, just imagine like the barrel that they use to melt bodies in Breaking Bad. We have one of those, but it's for bits.
Yeah, it's a full barrel. It took me and Geoff a while to pry the top off of it. Just before Geoff got there to help me pry the top off of it, I was hanging out at the regulation house, and then Andrew activated and just started like playing with a baseball by himself.
Well, so you guys post in the Slack that you're going to group up at the office and then go check out the bar. And I thought, oh, it's like maybe 30, 40 minutes roughly before you guys are supposed to meet up there. Maybe I'll pop in. Maybe they got there early and I can just be like, hey. And so I activated, I went down the hall. I turned on the speaker, like the mic thing that the thing has. And I went full volume. Didn't hear a thing. I was like, oh, I guess nobody's here. Oh, there's a baseball on the floor. I'm just going to play with this baseball for a while. As I'm lining up for the baseball, Eric steps past it and it scared the shit out of me because I didn't hear him and I didn't know anyone was there. And then Eric stretched out on the couch, looked at me and just said, come on, as he saw me move.
It's Andrew trying to hit a baseball with the robot. We were playing catch, father-son style.
Yeah,
it was
little
really
catch.
It was pretty good. It was
great.
pretty cool. Having that spot and just being, I'm like, oh, I'm hanging out on TikTok waiting for Geoff. And then Andrew's just all around this fucking spot. It's so funny. I love being in that house. I can't wait for August when we can all get together again.
Yes.
I love the future and that a guy on Vancouver Island can just be like, hold on, I'm going to go and play with my American ball.
Yeah. He's going to head over.
I like that a robot from Canada and a dude from San Diego can be roommates in Austin, Texas.
That's exactly what it was. It was so crazy. We're playing baseball.
Do you think we should get a second Andrew robot and give him an outside world robot? And we'll stick a thumb on
I felt like a little bit too much of an ask, but there was part of me that was like, take me to the bar with you.
Yeah.
I don't even need to be activated. Just bring me.
I think we should give you like a GPS connected robot. We'll stick a thumb on the side and we can see how far across the US you can make it hitchhiking.
No, we know they did that. The robot got to Philadelphia and then the citizens beat it to death with bats.
Yeah, didn't they like club it to pieces?
Yeah, it was brutal. I don't want to see that happen to Andrew. Hey, Andrew, I'm seeing in the Slack you're on Gavin's side. You say you have that in your notes for this episode?
That's part of part of being wrong. I had my life flash before my eyes because there was a Reddit post. There's a Reddit post about how there was a fan on Adam Savage's YouTube channel and they're wearing a regulation shirt.
Hell yeah, they were.
And yeah, they were. Matt Wichell was wearing it. And I thought, oh, wow, that's amazing. Gavin's been on this show. Gavin, terrible at promoting anything that he's part of. Here's this person unaffiliated with us that is, I believe, done more promotion for regulation than I've seen Gavin. And so I immediately was like, oh, I could call him out on it and it could be like a funny thing. And so I looked it up, made sure I got the info of the person. Thank you, Eric, for posting an image of it. I then Googled Gavin Adam Savage tested or whatever. Yeah. And the first thing that popped up was this. And I was like, perfect. That isn't a shirt about anything. Just hanging out, not promoting. Did a little bit of scrolling. And like the third thumbnail is this, in which Gavin is wearing a Sloppy Joe shirt, which in my opinion absolutely counts.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But if that wasn't the thumbnail, I would have went full silo and I would have been completely wrong and it would have turned against me instantly. So I'm very thankful for that thumbnail. I avoided complete disaster. As soon as I saw that thumbnail, I was like, oh, I know the future. I go on the attack jokingly against Gavin about this. The community immediately realizes how wrong I am. I have no defense against it. Like it blows up in my face entirely, much like Gavin trying to play an audio clip earlier in this episode. It would have been disastrous, but thankfully we avoided that because of the thumbnail. So shout out to whoever made that the thumbnail. Really appreciate it.
I feel like I find it weird to promote my stuff on other people's channels.
But that's why you're there.
What the fuck are you talking about?
That's the
What?
entire point of you being there.
What do you think?
That's the exchange.
What are you talking about?
The point of you being there is the value to you is you get to promote the things that you're doing, and the value to them is you're helping them make content on their thing.
Right.
Yeah.
That's the handshake.
You're helping them by making your audience aware of it.
Wait, you think I'm going on Adam Savage's channel to promote me?
Well, I think that's part of the exchange. I think if you're going on anything, there's sort of an unspoken handshake agreement of like, I am coming here to make the thing that you want, and I'm assisting you in that. And
I just like him. I wanted to hang out.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with that, but you act as though like you're somehow being a dick in promoting the thing that you want, and I think that is like a social standard that is completely acceptable.
Well, here's what will annoy you then. The shirt I'm wearing next to Adam Savage, I'm promoting a different YouTube channel.
Yeah, of course. And look at the picture. Dan is wearing a slow-mo guy shirt.
But that's on our channel.
With Adam Savage, what we're saying is that if Dan were to go on to Adam Savage's thing and he's wearing that shirt, it's promoting you. That's what this whole point is.
Dan gets it.
Dan gets it. That's unfortunate to have to say that sentence.
Yeah, I'm not happy about it either. I do like that guy's Adabisi shirt, though.
Oh, it's a great Adabisi shirt. Great hat.
Why are you against promoting this podcast?
I don't think it's the podcast. I think he's just against all promotion for stuff in general.
I'm just not doing stuff for promotion.
I don't know. He went on the Australian TV show. He went on the Australian TV show to promote slow-mo guys.
He's doing a pretty good job of promoting somebody else's YouTube channel in that shirt in the middle picture.
That's all I'm saying.
But once again,
you just have. It seems like you have a reluctance to promote this show.
I'm on Gavin's side. They brought him on to promote himself, and I think that is the difference for him. I think this is a very weird social anxiety thing for Gavin.
In almost every slow-mo video, Dan's promoting slow-mo and I'm promoting Rooster Teeth.
Why would you promote Rooster Teeth? It's gone.
I don't mean now. I mean the last 15 years.
Why would you say
fool?
it? I don't care about that.
I feel like that also is
Geoff
contrary
didn't
to
have
the
a problem
point.
with it back then.
No, Gavin, you don't need. It's your video. The fact if anyone's there, they're aware of the thing.
Yep.
The point is that you're going to a different person's audience and then directing them to the things that you're part of beyond what you're doing. It doesn't matter what shirts you're wearing in your own content.
I'll give you an example. Over the weekend, last weekend, it was Homebrew Austin, which is like the fan-run RTX, like post-RTX equivalent. And they had a day where they had a bunch of different podcasts. They had like Good Morning from Hell and 100% Eat and the Michael Jordan podcast and the Clutch My Pearls podcast was there. I had no representation as a business at that show, but I went to intro the Pearls girls asked me to intro them. And so I went and I thought, what should I wear in front of an audience of podcast fans? Oh, I know. I'll promote my thing. So I wore a Regulation shirt when I introed them. Not a big deal. Not going to win anybody over. Probably most of the people in the audience knew about Regulation. Maybe one or two didn't. But it just seems like a good practice when I'm up there helping other people out to promote my own thing in whatever subtle way I can. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
I think it all makes sense. That's what I wanted to get to the heart of, where I'm not even saying, Gavin, like, you're doing a wrong thing. I just think it's such a funny, weird social anxiety point for you of like, I don't want to promote my thing. I'm on their thing.
Yeah, I don't.
But that's the whole point.
For you?
Well, no, just that's the...
Well, it would be the whole point for him if you would promote any of this.
Well, where's Andrew? What channel is Andrew on promoted stuff? Where are those videos?
Right, he doesn't. He doesn't have the opportunities that you have to do it. When I'm on other shows, I'm promoting this.
Also,
Hell,
let
he's
me
promoting other
apologize.
shows on this one. He mentions
Absolutely.
100% Eat in the first 90 seconds of every podcast. Nobody
Yep.
minds. We let him do it.
Thank you for saying it twice. That helps retention. Also, everyone should go check out Clutch My Pearls. Also, that live episode
Yeah,
was probably
absolutely. Great
that was probably the best podcast that happened all day.
No offense to 100% or Good Morning from Hell, but those
None
girls kicked
fucking
your
taken.
dicks in.
They were so good. It was
You
such
guys
a
were
good
so
episode.
mid compared to them.
Yeah, I totally agree.
Based on what Gavin is saying, I just want to take a moment to apologize for putting all of my focus and energy into the business that he's a co-owner of. I am really sorry that I'm not focused on trying to go on other people's stuff.
So good.
I apologize.
Oh, look, apparently promotion.
If you want, I can adjust my focus to something else, but I as a co-business owner with you, think it's probably a good idea for me to put all my energy into the business.
I don't know. I thought at some point you were going to be my agent for a little while, and I've not really seen any offers come in.
I'm still looking.
Okay.
I'm still looking,
Just
but
making sure.
listen, people have been on vacation for like a month, so gotta focus in a little bit. Gotta lock in.
I can't wait to see how the audience responds to this latest argument. I really
clear,
don't
I'm on
know
Gavin's
anymore
side.
what side they're going to come down on. But they're usually Gavin sympathetic, so I imagine that they'll be on his side in some way.
Yeah.
So you think every appearance I make elsewhere, I should wear regulation merch?
I think you should wear slow-mo merch or regular. I just think you should promote in general. I don't think it's about regulation. That was, to me, the core of it. I was going to bust your balls a bit because we own the regulation business together, but I understand that it is a broader thing for you where I just think it's interesting.
I know we're just one of your many businesses, so we can't expect to have all of the focus, but we just want to be in the mix.
I just think it's a rare social anxiety thing. And somebody who deals with like anxieties, I completely get it. And it's more, I just wanted to highlight. I think it's funny that that's one for you.
I'm going to say this. Be careful what you wish for.
I don't know what that means.
Uh-oh, be careful. He's going to wear a t-shirt around Adam Savage. I'll show you. Okay.
No, he won't. He's not going to remember that threat
no, he's
an
not.
hour from now. Are you kidding? That is the most empty threat I have ever heard in my entire life. I'll give you $50 if you can remember a week from now that you said any of that.
I hope he does this because I want to see the threat fulfilled. I want to see.
me too.
I'm excited
Yeah.
about it.
He's gonna be on a plane to somewhere in the world in like, I don't know, 4 days going, what was I supposed to remember? Nah, it probably wasn't important.
I think I'm going to threaten someone once per year, and this is
Yes.
this is 2025 threat. I'm going to follow through on this threat.
I like that a lot.
Okay. I'm just going to write down Gavin's 2025 threat. You got it, man.
Just to be clear, who are you threatening in this instance?
All of us, technically.
Is it all of us? Is it Andrew?
The show?
Is it your business?
I would say everyone except Nick. Yeah.
Everyone
except Nick?
Sod it. Nick as well.
All right, so Eric hates everybody but Andrew. Gavin's threatening everybody but Nick. This is getting weird.
We need to draw this out.
I don't think I should be part of the threatening list. I'm on your side in this. I very clearly stated that I get it's an anxiety point, and I just think it's a funny
We're
one.
all on his side. We're just trying to help him develop best practices to be a human being.
I don't even care about him developing best practices. I just wanted to call it that I think it's a funny quirk. As somebody who has many of them,
he says
I
that,
get
but he does care.
I care deeply. You know what? You're all going to regret this. I'm going to go take my shirt off. I'm doing a reverse protest.
Let me.
No pants, no shirt. Andrew's ready to go.
I'm ready to go. I'm actually excited for like the Gavin threat because I don't think I've ever had like a real clashing with Gavin. Like we're antagonistic on the show, but it's all like playful. None of it is real.
Well, I would say this is still going to be pretty playful.
I'm excited for that's
I'm not coming after your family or anything.
That's the thing. Like, but I would have laughed if you did.
It's like
Either way, either extreme, I'm all for in this context. You get one like equalizer bullet per year, and this is your equalizer thing.
Gavin's over here in the corner counting 9 seconds. Nick, you're already dead. You don't even know it yet. You're 2 inches too close to me. Oh, God damn. That was funny. Let me ask you guys a question. Change the subject a little bit because I know we're about to have to wrap up. And this is something that popped into my head yesterday. Do you think you could fart so hard that it ripped your pants?
Oh, no, I don't.
No.
But I love the thought.
I bet you could. I think you could. I think if your pants were like old enough and threadbare enough, and you had like a real like one where you really had to flex and push, I wonder if you could rip. I wonder if it's happened before. That's kind of why I wanted to bring it up, because I feel like it's happened. But if you Google it, you don't get a lot of results. So I was kind of wanting to bring it to the audience at large. Have you ever farted so hard that you ripped your pants? Because I'm looking for confirmation that this could happen.
What if we start from make like a solenoid power, like an air cannon, blow a hole in some jeans and work backwards from how many PSI we need to do that and see if that's possible for a fart?
Do you think we could get Adam Savage to design it for us and then we could all wear our t-shirts?
That's, I like your more scientific approach, Gavin, because my thought was immediately to like cut a pair of pants in half and then have them hanging from the ceiling and have them just be fart pants that you fart into and see how many farts it takes to get to the other side.
Wait, why are they on the ceiling?
Because they need to be like held upwards. They need to be waist height. Like they don't need to be on the ceiling. They could be, as long as they're just floating in some
Held
attached
upwards.
To something. They need to be like you're wearing them with nobody in them. So they just need to be held up in some way. They don't need to be on the ceiling. That's just how I imagined it.
I need a diagram.
Okay, I'll draw you one right now. One
Okay.
sec. Let me go into this. So we're talking like, let me.
I like this scientific approach too, because my thought was just to fart max every day and then just try to blast into the same pair of shorts or something.
Now, to be clear, Geoff, you mean that like your farts fully caused the damage, not like a last straw situation where like wear and tear has weakened them to the point where a fart could finish it?
I mean, I think it's just if a fart could finish it. Yeah. I mean, just a fart that has, I don't, whatever condition the shorts or the pants are in ahead of time, just like that the blast of a fart could rip fabric.
I don't think even if there was one
Or
thread, I could
disintegrate
fart a
fabric.
thread apart.
Interesting.
I don't know. Maybe if it's like dry rot, you know? Maybe it's like your grass cutting shorts that stay outside all the time or something.
Just so brittle.
Yeah, just super brittle.
Okay,
I wonder what. Yeah.
drawing this out for you. I need a canvas. I need a canvas ready to go in case of drawing.
Yeah, you just open Paint, and then it's a blank thing instead of having to grab an image that's already on your insane desktop.
Okay. So I just put paint into my phone.
Yeah, pour paint in your phone.
Why are you doing it on your... What?
Well, he wants maybe finger dexterity.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I think the point of my art is that it's all finger-based. I think
There's a finger-based... Andrew's a finger-based artist.
absolutely. Okay, here we go. I got it. Paintbrush. Go blue for the pants. You got these, right? That's your pants, and they're half pants.
We need just like a shared joinable canvas that we can just stream.
Oh, yeah.
That exists in Discord.
It does?
We should use that tool.
How do you use that?
It's like an app or something within Discord. I don't know.
I think you got to get Nitro.
Are you able to use it with your fingers, since that seems to be the crucial part for what you're doing here?
Well, my laptop is a touchpad mouse, so it's essentially the same.
So,
here we go.
so how was I wrong about the first thing I fucking said?
You weren't at all.
Okay.
Andrew,
I'm on your
remember you're
side.
dealing with July Eric right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, but he likes me for this month.
Yeah,
so
he's
I
the
have
only one that I
immunity.
like, but boy, he's walking a thin line.
Here we go. Here's the image. Okay, so the black is the roof.
Okay.
The blue are the pants.
It says charcuterie. He's on the charcuterie image with the table.
And the mind
It's also
table.
the table.
I love that Andrew.
This has to be the Geoff. This has to be the thumbnail.
Okay.
He
That's the
spent all
thumbnail.
that time just drawing the thing at the top right.
Yeah. So
I love that he has one canvas for every image he's ever drawn.
it's the pants are held up by like some cords from the ceiling, so Geoff can just turn into them and fart and then go about his day.
Yeah, there you go.
Easy. But they don't need to be hung up like that. That's just what I imagine. I mean, there are other ways you could do that.
It looks like a flaccid dick sticking through a table peeing.
Oh. See that?
It does. It looks like a hole from above.
It's like a black hole and a dick came out and had to wee.
It's like a ceiling. Has there ever been a ceiling glory hole?
You got to jump up to get at it. Guy on the second floor is having to lay down.
You just walk in on a guy in a room upstairs and he's just face down on the floor. He's like, don't worry about it.
Hey, what's going on with Evan? It looks like he's taking a nap, but he's got a big smile.
That would be the most dangerous glory hole ever. You can just grab onto that thing and pull. Oh, God. Suck them. It'd be like when they suck the alien out of the plane at the end of that Aliens 3 movie.
It's got like the carnival ride thing where you have to be a certain height to be able to use it from the bottom perspective.
It must be this long to use.
And when it's not in use, just put like a smoke detector over it or something.
Oh, Christ.
Oh God, we have to wrap up. We have to end this. You guys have a whole month to not be here, so you gotta get started on it.
Before we end, Andrew, how do seasons work?
It's because of the North and South Pole and the turn of it, and as things rotate, it's seasons and all that. Is that an angle? It's not IO interactive. It's sideways interactive, and
It's italics.
it's italics interactive. And it's just it's sun. It's the sun's proximity or like how exposed certain places are to the sun.
I've just noticed your charcuterie image has a little chunk missing out of the left side at the bottom.
Yeah, it's always been that.
How'd you do that?
I think it was a photo. I think this originally was when I removed the eyes on Matthew McConaughey, maybe, or Leonardo DiCaprio. I think it's from that.
So it's not a white canvas, it's a photo of a piece of paper.
No, I think I painted the photo white, and then that became the canvas, and then
You just missed a
applied
bit.
to that on top of it.
Oh, man.
It's small enough. Doesn't matter.
You know how archaeologists go to a location and they dig and they find layers of civilizations on top of each other? Like you go to Greece, there's like 7,000 It's like 7,000 years of civilization compressed. Could you imagine like digital archaeologists someday discovering Andrew images and finding out there's paintings under the paintings? Just find ways to remove the layers. It's just at some point you get to Leonardo DiCaprio with no eyes.
They'll think it's God.
Oh, Christ. We should probably wrap up here, though.
Oh, that was fun, though.
This was a good one. Episode 63 of the Regulation Podcast. All-timer? Many are saying so. We will see. Thank you so much for listening. We hope that you enjoyed it. Don't forget to check out our other content. As you know, we have a Patreon. We have a YouTube channel. We do gameplay. We do drafts. We do live events like Sloppy Joe's Bingo. We also found out recently that Eric loves the word shareable. Wanted to throw that out there before the podcast is over. He's a big fan of the word shareable. So everybody spam shareable to Eric. We'll see you next time. Bye.
Hopefully this is a shareable podcast. Let a friend know. All right, we'll see you next time. We'll see you in a month. Bye.